am happy to be here as always for our Tuesday Night Live. I almost said Wednesday lunchtime, but it's not. It's Tuesday. And I have a really super cute fun fold card to show you guys tonight, and I'm excited about that. Hey, Chris. Hey, Carol. Welcome, welcome. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. So I just have a few announcements to make. I've figured out or remembered how to use this screen down here, so I'll be able to show them. But I also, right now, Florida is really, really on my heart. I have family down there on both sides, my husband and my side. And we have a lot of demonstrator sisters who live all in Florida. Quite a few that live on the West Coast. So what I would like to do is I would just like to take a moment to pray for Florida and the storm. I'm not even sure if it's hitting now or if it's hitting later tonight or early in the morning. I know my cousin lives in Deltona, and she says they're expecting to start feeling it tomorrow morning. So Deltona is more on the East Coast, east side of Florida. But so if you guys don't mind, yes, we do know many people. You do too, Carol. So if you guys don't mind, can we just pray for these folks real quick, for God's protection and his hand to be over Florida, that maybe somehow the storm will just dissipate, that maybe those wind shears will come down and just break it all up, that he will just keep them safe. Okay, so here we go. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, we just ask you to please have your hand of protection over the state of Florida, Father, for the storm that's approaching them or that is approaching them now. I'm not quite sure. But Lord, just please protect them, keep them safe. If it be your will, just to have the storm just break apart before it hits. And Lord, all those that have been in the path of this hurricane, Cuba, we know was hit. And Lord, we know that it's going to come into Georgia and not sure after that. And Lord, we just ask that you just protect everybody that is in the path of the storm, keep them all safe. And just please be with our loved ones. For it's in the Lord's name that we pray. Amen. Okay, thanks you guys for that. It was really important to me to do that, and my heart's really down there right now. So, okay, so let's go ahead. I've already welcomed you guys, right? And let's see. Oh, and if you're on YouTube watching, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do so by clicking that red subscribe button. Please don't forget to ring the bell icon, because then you get notified of all my videos that I upload when I upload them. And also give me a thumbs up, because somehow or another YouTube really likes to see that, and that helps me out greatly, because you guys know I have a big goal to reach, and I need all the help that I can get to reach that goal. Okay. Oh, Carol, are they in Tampa? Oh, I'm not even sure where exactly it's supposed to hit. Last I heard, it was still Tampa. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at any updates in a couple of hours, but anyway, I don't think they really know for sure where this thing is going. But anyway, definitely you are more than welcome, and I will continue to pray for your daughter's sister-in-law. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and get this going here. So first thing up is, if you live locally to me, which I live in Middle Georgia, I live in the Byron area, I am going to be doing a paper pumpkin get together. I almost said getaway. Get together on November 7th. So on November 7th, we'll get together. But you have to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin by the 10th of October, because you need to bring your paper pumpkin kits to do this. So it's free. You just bring your kits. We'll get together. We'll make them. I'll have some alternatives for you guys and ideas of things that you can use with your paper pumpkin. We'll also do a door prize. So I thought I would throw that in there because that's always fun. And let me see. If you're already one of my paper pumpkin subscribers, then this is for you too. So you don't have to worry about that. This is for you as well. All you have to do if you're not a paper pumpkin subscriber is subscribe under me by the 10th of October, because that's the cutoff date to subscribe to paper pumpkin to get next month's paper pumpkin, or this month's paper pumpkin. I'm sorry, to get this month's paper pumpkin. Yes, I think I got that straight. Anyway, so let's move on. So then the next thing is my class, my October class, which is this Monday. Okay, so depending on what this storm does, we may have to postpone this class. I am hoping not, but go ahead and register for the class. I'll have a link in the description on my Facebook page for it. If you're on my emails, you'll already get a reminder about it, and you already have gotten emails about it. So there's links in there to register for it. I will also let you know if it is going to be postponed. Don't forget, there's only a couple more days to enter my color challenge. So the colors are Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, and Blackberry Bliss. And I know, Carol, you did it. Your card was absolutely beautiful. So all you have to do is make a card using these colors. You can use 2 greens and a neutral if you would like to as well, making it easy for you. And then just post your pictures in the comments where this post is on my Facebook page, and you will be entered into a drawing to get something free. Okay, let's see here. Next up, no, let's go to this one. So the free virtual card making event is coming up on October 1st. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to watch that, join in on that, but I don't know what our weather is going to be like on Saturday. So, but I hope that if you're able to, that you will be in there and watching it virtually with Stampin' Up. They are going to be using 3 different bundles here. I hope you can see them. I know the screen. If you're on your phone, you probably can't see them, but maybe you can blow it. No, you can't blow a live stream up. Never mind. But I do have this posted. It's in my newsletters as well. I'll also repost this too so that you can get it from my Facebook page. But if you order any one of these bundles before October 1st? Oh shoot, I can't remember, and I can't read that. I think it has to be before October 1st. I can't remember. Carol, do you remember? Because I sure can't. All of a sudden, my mind just took a blank. Anyway, so these are the 3 stamp sets that they will be using in there. Tonight, we are going to be using the Cottage Wreaths bundle, which is super, super pretty. Absolutely love it. Chris, your aunt and your cousin are in Orlando, and Rick's brother is in the outskirts of Gainesville. Yes, I know all of us have a lot of family, loved ones that are there. So these are great. I hope that you are able to join in the World Card Making Day. I will be sending out links in my email, so that's another reason to make sure that you are on my email list. The links to join in on the live virtual card event. Okay, so let's see. The next one is this one, Host Code. So this Host Code is going to be good until the end of the month, which is the 30th. So, is that right? I thought there was 31 days. I guess not. Yes, 30 days in September, 31 in October. Where is my head at? In Florida. Okay, so Host Code PWRJ7X92. Okay, so if you purchase under $150 between now and the 30th of September, please use this host code. And that really helps me out. That helps me to get the free gifts that I give to you guys and all that kind of fun stuff. So one last thing, but I'm not going to put that up yet. Let's go ahead and go back here. Hey, there I am. We are going to go ahead. I'm going to pan down so that we can go ahead and get started. And then I'm going to show you the measurements. Actually, okay, here we go. I'll get this straight in a minute. Let me go here. Whee, there we are. Okay, so we're not making this design. The decorations are going to be different, but this is the card that I'm going to show you guys how to make it. And I don't even remember the name of it. It's something about floating panels, fun fold, or something to that nature. So anyway, so watch. Isn't this pretty? Whoop, boop. Isn't that fun how that opens up? I absolutely love it. So cute. Okay, so let me do that again. Whoop. So this is what I'm going to show you guys how to make. And hey, Linda. And then I'm not going to bother with that. Let me go ahead and pop over here again, and then we're going to do the measurements. So you can take a screenshot of this if you'd like. So these are the measurements for the cards that we're doing. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to do a screenshot. Snap, snap, snap. Okay, thanks guys. I'm glad you liked this. Okay, finally could not find you in computer. Finally did. Oh, yay, I'm glad that you did. All right, so we're going to do this a little bit differently than this card right here. So, I mean, as far as colors and all that, we're going to do a fall card for tonight. So let me flip back over here. So we're going to do a fall card. Let me get all my measurements straight in my head here. And I know I printed them out as well. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take half a sheet of cardstock that's 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to cut it down to 7 inches. So that will give you this. Then you're going to take your, you know what, I'm going to use my my Simply Score tool because I don't like scoring with my trimmer. I do sometimes, but and especially this card here, I want to make sure that all of my scoring is right. So you're going to score with the 7-inch at the top of your scoring tool or your trimmer, whichever you choose to use. And then you're going to score it at 1/2 inch. Please be with me, Lord, on this one. 1/2 inch. I've only made 2 of these guys, so yeah. And 1.5 inch. Hope I'm doing this right. And then we're going to flip this around and we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to go 1/2 inch. And we're going to do 1.5. Okay, so that's that piece right there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in like so. And then we're going to fold this wingy part here out like that. I'm going to take my bone folder because I'm trying not to use my fingernails because they're starting to curve in on the corners from the pressure. Anyway, so, and we have this fabulous tool. I might as well use it, right? Okay, so that's what we've got right there. So this is your card base. All right, so now we need, and this is done with just your regular cardstock. This isn't the thick. So don't use the thick with this because it will be too thick. Tried it. It was way too thick. All right. So then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to need two 2 inches by 5.5 inches of pieces of white cardstock. Then you're also going to need 2 inches of, 2 1.5 by 1.25. So they're just a little bit smaller than this. Somehow or another that doesn't look right. I hope it's right. Is it 1.5 inches? It doesn't look right, but it is. Okay, so just like so. And then you need 2 1.5 by 4.5 inches. Okay, so these are scored. So let me tell you a little secret here. Cut it at 3 inches by 4.25 or 4.5. Don't cut it down to 1.5 yet, because it's easy, especially if you're using your trimmer. If you're not, then no big deal at all. Then what you want to do is, because if you're using your trimmer, it's easier to cut to score a bigger piece of cardstock than a smaller piece of cardstock, trying to hold it in there. But I'm using my my scoring tool because I just want to make sure that I have this right. So what you're going to do is you're going to score at 1/2 inch and then at 1 inch. Okay, that's what you want to do. Score at 1/2 inch and then 1 inch. And if you're scoring it like that, then you can flip it around and do the same thing, and it should work for you. All right, so let's see here. Now we need to fold these. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a Z fold. So we've got that piece there. We're going to take our bone folder, and then you want to fold the other one the opposite way to make a Z. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just 1 second. All right, so see how that is? That's like a Z or an S, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're going to do the same thing to this one. We're going to fold in. Fold in, and then we're going to fold that piece back, just like so. Alrighty now. There we go. Okay, so those 2 pieces are ready. Then we need our designer series paper, and I am using the Regal's designer series paper, and we're using the crushed curry out of there. And these are this is just the opposite side is what I've got here. All right, so this one right here, you need 2 that is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then you need 2 1 1/4 by 5. All right, and then those are just we're gonna layer those on here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use my liquid glue for this. So you guys, if I miss any questions, I will try to go back and do them at the end. We'll do a Q&A. I'll go back and read them. All right, I'm trying to stay in it because I pulled in my camera pretty low, trying to get you guys so where it's closer for you guys to see what I'm doing. Unfortunately, I'm not staying in, there we go, in view. Okay, so we've got that panel. So let's put this one on. So on the larger strips, you want to use something that is not as busy as your front panels, because these are going to go behind. If I'm doing it right, it's going to go behind. If it's not, never mind what I said. It should be fine. All right, I want that to come down a little bit more. All right, so there's those. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put these on there. So this is my more busier side. So we're going to put the glue down on that side, and then we're just going to put them on here. Sorry if I keep going out of the picture, like so. And then again, like so. just like so. I'm sure a lot of people right now in Florida and Georgia are probably prepping, probably hunkering down, getting all your stuff put away. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you need a strip of, this is Cajun Craze. So you need this. This is 1 1/4 by 8 1/2. And I am going to score this also at 2 1/4 just on one end, and I'll show you that when we get to it. All right, so we're going to bring back in this card. So what we're going to do is we're going to line this panel up, and because it's white on white, it's going to be kind of hard to see, but we're going to line this edge up with the edge of the card, okay? So that's what we're going to do. You're going to put adhesive just on this piece right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, please let me be doing this right. All right, so I am, and you got to be careful because you don't want to smear that glue where you don't want it, because then you want to make sure your edges to edges are there. And I think I got that. I need to put my glasses on. That will help me see. Won't be perfect, but it'll help me. Okay, so this one, you're not going to do edge to edge. Of course, this lines up perfectly. So sometimes with your cutting and all of that, you might have a little gap. So you don't want a gap in here at all. So what you're going to do is butt those two pieces together like that. So there's no gap. And then you press down. That's what we're going to do. But you're going to put your glue, same place, just opposite side on this little flap right here, or wing, whatever you want to call that. Yes, for the card making thing, but I can't remember for the is it too late to order that to get the free pack of pearls? Because the iridescent pearls, I thought it wasn't, but it might be. I think you can still get them as long as you order it by October 1st, you can still get those. Okay, so you may have just a little bit of overhang on this side, but it's nothing to worry about at all. So, because this is only 4 inches across. So you're going to have plenty of room for it to stick into your envelope. All right, so now what we're going to do is you got these are my hinges here. So you got it. Figure out this camera like so. This piece right here is going to lay here. You're going to bring it all the way to the bottom, and I want you to put it an 1/8 of an inch from your side here. Okay, just like so. Come down. You can come all the way to the bottom of your card. Ooh, I did not get that on there. Oh, it's dry. Oh well. Okay, so, but you want to make sure that when you adhere it, that it opens this way to the outside of the card. Okay, so we are going to put that all the way down to there in 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to put the adhesive on the back. This is where I probably would use my tape runners if I had it, but I don't because I hardly ever use it. But if you have it, this would be a good place to use that because you could just put it right down and you don't have to worry about your glue smearing. All right, so I am going to hold on to that. Hey, Lynette. Hey, you guys, she's going to kill me for this, but tomorrow is Lynette's birthday, so everybody say happy early birthday. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. You want to make sure that it opens to the outside of this card. You know what? Why is this looking backwards? Let me see something here real quick. I think I want to turn that off. There we go. All right, so this, you want to make sure that it opens that way. There we go. See how this one opens this way. All right, so we're going to put our glue on the back side here. Thanks, guys. She's going to kill me, but anyway, it's worth it. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring it all the way to the end, but we're going to do 1/8 of an inch. Line it up to the bottom of your card, just like that, okay? I'm going to hold that down because we really want that to stick good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to come in here with this, like so. Come in here like this, like that. Oh, you know what I did forget? Darn it. So I am probably going to use a piece of extra paper that I'll have to cut. If you are going to decorate the inside of your card and you didn't want to use a layer, I would stamp that first. I didn't do it on one of my cards that I did make, and yeah, it was not good. It was so not good. I'm trying to remember how I'm supposed to put this on. To the edge, to the edge, to the edge, just like that. Okay, so you're going to put this edge here all the way to this edge over here. So we are going to put glue all along here. Alrighty, and we are going to line that up. Don't dry, because you did not. Maybe I really wouldn't want to use the tape runner, because at least with the liquid glue, I have some wiggle room. All right, so there we go, just like so. Then we're going to do the same thing to this one over here. We are going to put the glue over here. And we're going to line this edge to edge, bottom to bottom, just like that. Okay. Woo-woo. Think we're right. I hope. May not be straight, but hey. I can actually come over a little bit more on this. But it dried. I'm okay. So it's going to look a little wonky. Yeah, see, I'm really off. Let me see if I can get that to go a little straighter. There we go. Maybe. Oh, maybe. There we go. I'm okay with that. All right, so there's our fun fold. Ooh, cute, huh? All right, so now it's decoration time. I just really wanted to stamp. Wonder if I could do it like that. Maybe. I wanted to just stamp a wreath right in the center here. I'm going to give it a whirl. And I am going to use Old Olive. And I am going to, this is one of the older pads because I refuse, thanks guys, I refuse to buy a new one because this works just fine. All right, so, when I get this stamped, let me show you. Please let this work. Okay, I need my mat too. Don't forget when you're using your photopolymers, especially if you have larger images to do, you want to have a cushion underneath there because there is no cushion like your red rubber. All right, so I am going to put this, hopefully I've got this centered where I want it. We're going to put that right there. Voila! Isn't that beautiful? All right, so we are going to bring in the stick part. Let me show you. This is the stamp set that we're using right here. This is the Cottage Wreath. We just used this image right here to stamp our wreath. Now I'm going to come in with the stick wreath and I'm going to stamp right on top of it. So I'm going to do that in Cajun Craze. And for a lack of, okay, you guys, I do have to pull this down so I can try to line this up on here. Best that I can. Okay. Hope I inked that up good. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? All right. So we're not going to do any bows or anything on that. We're just going to let that be like that. Then you can stamp another sentiment in there if you'd like, or just write whatever you want to say on the inside of your card. So we're going to move this aside. So now what I need is I need a piece of, and that is what I forgot to do. So we're going to have to do some cutting. I was hoping to have it all done, but I forgot. Okay, so we're going to come back in with this image right here. And then we are going to ink that up in Old Olive. Okay. And oh, I got some glue on there. We're just going to stamp that down just like so. And there we go. All right. Now we're going to use the Cajun Craze again in our stick wreath. Thank you, Carol. And we're just going to stamp that right there, just like so. There we go. All right, so now, but we're going to cut this out. In all actuality, I kind of messed up, so let's do this over. Okay, you want to cut this out before you stamp the stick part. Because if you stamp the stick part and then you take your dies, which coordinate with this is part of the bundle. If you take your die, which is, where did it go? Right here. This one cuts out that leaf. If you take that die and you line it up on here somehow, because I forgot which way I stamped this. I thought I stamped it right. Like this. There we go. Nope. Okay, see, this is why I should have paid attention, and I'm going to show you a little trick. But it also could be that the stick leaf part is throwing me off too. Okay, there's the little double ones right there. Okay, so that's going to go like that. No, that's not right. It has to go like this. Oh, I had it right to begin with. I just didn't line it up right. Okay, so if you line that up, you're going to cut off some of your stick part, and you don't want to do that. So I am going to stamp this, and I'm going to pay attention to where I'm stamping because I don't want that to happen again. I want to line it up. So, and I'm going to show you guys. I won't forget. I will show you what I'm talking about. So you might notice that on this block, there's a big glue blob right here, though, so you might not see it. There is a black dot right there. I'm going to show you how I got that. That should line up to this die has this bar right here, and on this is a little arrow. So that tells you that that is where that goes. So just like so. So that helps you line it up so that you're not spinning it around like I was doing. And then you just line it up, make sure that all the edges are where you want it to die cut at. And then we're going to take some Post-it note, some Post-it note tape. I love this stuff. Okay, let's try this again. Line it up right where we want it. Just like so. I think that's good. We're going to go with it anyway. And then you just tape that down. This won't stick to your paper, and it won't rip your paper or rip your stamped image. I'm going to run this through our die cutting machine real quick. This is what I meant to avoid, so you guys didn't have to wait for this. I'll run it through. And you can see how this comes right off, just like that. There we go. Done, done, done. You can save that and reuse it, and then there you go. There, isn't that beautiful? Oh, what was that? Ooh, something just banged outside my house. Oh, that's kind of scary. I don't know what that was. Ooh, that's got me a little nervous. I might have to holler for my son. Check that out. Okay, so the same thing with this one. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like that little black dot. So that will help me line things up. So it may not be perfect, but it's going to be pretty dang close. All right, so if I stamp this straight. So there we go. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. All right, so I'm going to close this up because we are done with that for right now. Actually, no, we're not. I wanted to do something a little different, I think, with this. I think it was this one I wanted to do. But I had a little tiny piece. I moved it to the side. Well, I really didn't want to cut another one of those, but I have misplaced it. It probably fell. Don't you hate that when that happens? There it is. Okay, so I have a piece of this, and I think I'm going to use the dot side. So this is the same pattern that we just used. So I'm going to stamp on this side, and I'm going to stamp, I think I'm going to stamp Grateful, and we're going to do it in Cajun Craze, I think. Hopefully that's going to show up. So Grateful is one of the images. Look at this stamp set, you guys. So you can use this for any season. You can use it for all occasions. You can use it for spring, summer, fall, Christmas, Halloween, all those kind of good stuff. And you have sayings you could use hello, boo, grateful, Merry Christmas, and then some people just make life better. And isn't that the truth? So, and then you have these little leaves here you can stamp, these little leaves, holly leaves, berries, and acorn. This acorn is so stinking cute, and a bow. So let me show you the dies real quick too before I forget to go into that as well. So you know we already used this, which cut this out. Then you have this one, which I'll show you this one in just a few minutes. You have this one and you have this one. This one's a little bigger. This one cuts it out, but then you can pop up some of the leaves. So it's really pretty. Then this one just cuts out a ring. Here, I'll show you. I have one cut out right here. Cuts out a ring like that. Oops. Like that. So isn't that pretty? You could even put that on your wreath, however you want to do it. Use it singly, layer them, do whatever you want to do. Do you, because it's really cool. Then you have these pretty oak leaves, then you have these little leaves, tons more of oak leaves, berries. These are more oak leaves too. So they'll cut out your stamped images. So this one right here, you'll cut those out with that one. Then you can cut separate ones out with these. This another, right here. Thought there was two. There's three of those. Your little acorn cuts out right here. So there's your acorn right there. Then that cuts your berries. Cut your spider out. Or you can cut your leaves separately without stamping them as well. Cut your little stamp image bow. So this one will cut your little bow out that you stamped. But this one is the best yet. I love the way this bow cuts out. It just cuts a separate bow out. Wait till you see it. It is so super, super cool. All right, so that is those. There's so many dies that come in this set. All right, so where were we? We are going to do the belly band, and we're going to stamp this. I'm going to stamp this in Grateful. Okay, that's what we were doing, Grateful. All right, so I am just going to try it. Can I pull this in just a little bit? Can you guys still see? I'm going to just try to stamp that straight and in the center like so. Pretty, pretty, pretty. My paper's not straight though. I see that in the camera. I can see my paper's crooked. Okay, So then what we're going to do is I am going to do, hope I gave myself enough room. I should have come over a little more because, wow, I did not cut that straight either. Oh well, that's just going to have to be a little wonky. It's all right. Wonky is as wonky does, right? All right. That didn't make any sense. It did to me. All right, that's going to go across there like so. But let's get our belly band going, which is our Cajun Craze. Remember, this was 1 1/4 inches by 8 1/2. I'm going to use my paper trimmer to score this because I don't think I'll mess this up. So you want to use your light blade is for your scoring. We're going to score it at, what are we going to score it? I think it's 1 1/4. I think it's 1 1/4, or is it 2 1/4? Can't remember. It's 2 1/4. So you want to go 2 1/4, measure twice, cut once. So look at your measurements and then cut. Okay, so it's 2 1/4. We're going to score right there. Then we're just going to fold that. All right, so that's all we're going to do. We're going to bring this in. We're going to put this around like so. Turn this over. And then we're just going to bring this over and fold it. And you can fold it and make the crease when you see that it lines up perfectly over here. And then you just give that little fold there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. Come on, I don't want a whole lot because I don't want it to ooze out and stick to the card. And here we go. And I'm just going to hold that for a couple seconds. I'm so glad you guys like this. Okay, so there we go. All right, and then this is just going to slide up. There you go. So like that. But we're going to flip this around and we are going to slip it back on. Just like so. So I did it on the back because it's just easier for me than trying to glue it with all the pieces in there. So you just kind of fit your card in here, maybe like so. You just got to work with it. Just like so. All right, so there, now it's holding our card together. All right, now we are going to put our, you know what? No, I'm wrong. Because I'm not doing a piece that goes over this, like this one here, my seam is underneath this tag. But this one, I'm not putting anything behind it. So this has got to go back the way we had it. So we will do that. Just like so. All right, so now we are going to put this on here. This is going to go here like that. And we need to, I got a bow. All right, so wait till you see this bow, you guys. So I went ahead and used the designer series paper that we're using here, and I die cut a plaid bow. Is that not the cutest? Love it. And that's going to go right there. This is going to go underneath that like so. Pretty cool, huh? All right, and we're going to decorate it. So we're not quite done yet. So before we, I'm going to go ahead and put my bow on. Since we've already have a really thick card as it is because of all the layers, I'm just going to put a little glue. And you can kind of sort of decide where you want your wreath to sit, how you want it to look, where you want your bow. I think I'm going to put our bow right here, just like that. And I'm going to kind of catty corner it. This also is going to go up under here. So I'm going to put some glue right here. And I don't think my bow stuck, so that's good because I really want this to go first, just like that. And then I want my bow on there. So we're going to stick that. You can use a glue dot too, or if you wanted to, you could do, I think I'm going to stick it like that. Well, I want that to hide. Well, it's not going to quite do it. It's all right. All right, so there we go. So just like that. I don't really like the way that looks. We're going to do it like that. There we go. So it's going to go just like that. Now, darn it. Let's make that a little straighter. There we go. All right. There we go. Now it's hidden. All right, so there's our wreath. So we can attach it with dimensionals on the back of this and this if you want, but we're going to put the iridescent pearls on here. So I'm not going to pop this up. I want to keep it lower, and we've already got such a thick card here. So I am just going to put some glue right here and right here. And then we are just going to stick that right where we want it. So it's going to go right about there, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to stick some of these beautiful, let me tell you guys, I don't even think the camera doesn't even pick up how pretty these are. When I got these in the mail, in my package delivery, and I saw these, I was like, oh my word, these are so, so beautiful in person. The picture in the catalog and the picture on the camera does not do these pearls justice at all. They are gorgeous. Okay, so I need my take your pick tool. But before I do that, you can do white, just leave them the iridescent if you want to, or you can color them any color you'd like to, but I'm going to use my dark Calypso, and you're probably going, dark Calypso, but let me show you. May not look right on camera, but I guarantee you that in person, this is so stunning. It is so pretty. So I'm going over just like that. And I think I'm going to do 5 of these. 4, 5. And you can make it darker by letting that go dark and then going back over it again when it dries just a little. Just give it a couple seconds. So, so very pretty. Okay, now I'm going to take my take your pick tool. I'm going to take the putty end here, if I can keep it working. And I am going to just slide this, and I'm just going to put one right here. Kind of space them out. You can put more or less. Like I said, you do you. You do what you like. Right there. And right here. And right here. And I'm going to put one right there. There we go. So there we go. So that is our card. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think you can make this? I think you can. You just take your time, think about your measurements. I hope that you took a screenshot of the measurements on there. If not, I will try to put them on Facebook so that you guys can have them. I will definitely put this card, I will upload this video as well in my October 1st. Hopefully I can get it out by the 1st. If it's not the 1st, it'll be the 2nd. And I'll have the measurements in there for you for this card. So make sure you are on my email list. So again, we just lift it up and we open it up, and there's our beautiful wreath on the inside. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this card, and we have not quite enough time to do the other card that I had for you guys, but I wanted to show you. So this is the one that I was talking about, that where the leaves lift up, they pop up. So isn't that really pretty? And then you can take an overlay, which is this, and you can kind of like cattywonky it off to the side. So you get it like that, just like that. So you can play with it however you want to, or you can just leave it like that, or you can layer it with this one, just kind of like off center it just a little bit so that it gives you a little bit. And anyway, so let me show you what we were going to do with that. So then I was going to take the Blackberry Bliss on here and take these that I showed you we had the dies for, and you just can cut those out, put that on there. I cut a gold foil bow out, and we just put that on there like that. And isn't that beautiful? Absolutely love that. Or you cannot use that one, and you can use this one, and you can pop that, which the purple will probably show up a little better on there, just like that, and just like that. And then you can put your gold bow on that, just like that. So pretty. All right, or you can do your plaid bow. I love the plaid bows, you guys. This bow die is like, I think, one of the best ones we've had yet. All right, so sorry, I don't have time to do that one. And then let me show you another sample. So this one is Halloween card. So I know that some of you don't do Halloween, but some of you do. And I just wanted to show you this. So this is using the same designer series paper from the Regals designer series paper. And we did the same thing with, which is one of my favorite combinations, is this one. So I'll probably use that a lot. It is so pretty. So I stamped this image in pumpkin pie, and then I came in with the stick one and did use the Memento black ink on that. Then I die cut using this die, the bow die, out of basic black. Used my Wink of Stella to give it some sparkle. I stamped a butterfly, a spider, and then used the spider die, cut it out, had some baker's twine, or linen thread actually, linen thread and for the string, and then stamped Boo. So I hope that you guys like these cards. So let me put these back out here again for you. So let me move this stuff here. Let me put this one back together. So hope you guys give this a try. And if you do, I would love to see your cards, so you can always post them in a comment somewhere. Here we go. I'm not sure. Facebook has changed things around. Before, you weren't able to post pictures on my business page. Now, apparently you can. So I don't know. Anyway, we've got that. So pretty cool. Hope you guys like this. Hope you love this stamp set as much as I do. And you have to have it like I did. And don't forget, the World Card Making Day will be using this stamp set bundle along with the other two. I can't remember the names of them, but I'll have them listed. Make sure you're on my mailing list so that you get notifications of everything. And almost forgot. I don't have it finished yet, but my mailbox card class, I have been working on it. I wanted to have it done today, but I don't. But I've got 3 of the cards. I think we're just going to do 3 cards in this one, just because time-wise and everything else, because I still have to do the PDF file for it, and I have to create the event where you guys can register and pay for the class. But this is one of the cards that we'll be doing. And is it that one? Yeah, it is. Okay. And then we've got this one. And the colors are off on this, so don't go by the colors. And then we've got this one right here. All right. So those are the 3 cards that we're doing in this class. you will get a full pack of the Regals Designer Series paper. You will get a full pack of the pearl embellishments, provided that they're available. If they're on back order for whatever reason, I will substitute them with something similar. Let me see what else. I think that's it. You will get at least $20 worth of product, probably more, a little more than $20 worth of Stampin' Up! Product with it. And all the card bases and card stock will be cut, scored, die cut, except for stamped images. I won't die cut those pieces because I want you to be able to stamp and die cut on those. So that you make sure that it's straight. So you will need this bundle to complete the cards in there. You will also, I'm also going to do the videos for the cards because if you're anything like me, you have to see it. Reading directions doesn't do it for me. I have to watch it done. So I will do 3 videos for them, and you will also get a PDF tutorial as well. So I will send an email out when that is ready. I will post it on Facebook when it is ready, and I hope that you guys register for that class because it really is going to be a fun class. And as you can see, there's so much you can do with that stamp set. It's not just for fall, Halloween, or Christmas. You can use it any time of year. I'm so excited to be using it. Okay, I am going to go for now. Thank you so much for joining me and listening to my chitter chatter. And I hope that you learned some things tonight. And I will see you this time next week, same place. Toodly-doo.